Singularity. Ever my wind blows, winnowing chaff from grain. Come, stand for thy trial!
Give me all the tests you got. I'll ace every single one of them.
Gran's a teacher's pet. Don't look out now, bud!
No sweat.
Get a load of Windy's pose. Time for a trial. Are you ready, bro? Ready, Teddy.
I'd actually still like some time to... Oh, never mind.
No two paths ever cross by chance. We're boats when fortune's wheel. We sail by light blast!
You were on fire from the very beginning of the round.
Not all the armies across the skies can halt the progress of a cyclone. The constant sun of thy soul ripens adversity's bitter fruit to sweetness. O'ergrows the barren battlefield with rings of daisies. That means good job turning pains into gains. Oh, accursed wind that cracks the pate of heaven and sends white-fleeced clouds scurrying like mice. But... canst thou shake this stout heart?
He's talking all weird and fancy, but I get his drift. This is about to go down. Don't get blown away. Duh. Look at Windy. We got one hyped primal on our claws. He's bouncing with excitement. Is his mood crazy infectious? Or is it just me?
Singularity! If thou desirest to be blessed, I'll call forth a wind to lift thee to paradise. Now, valiantly, to thy trial! All the world quacks before. Do-over! Do-over! Sparring with you is a blast! It's like, still intense, but not as high stakes as a trial. We can take it at our own pace, you know? I hear it. The warlike music of thy soul. Like trumpets it brays out. Here is a knight, truer than faith.
My, high praise from a divine primal. I pray I don't fall short. I've been wondering. There's rumors your right hand is cursed. Is that a primal sickness of some kind?
Mother Nature in her infinite grace gives us but power. 'Tis our thoughts and our actions which make it blessing or curse. All the world quakes before me. Thou art pure as snow, austere as ice, but also kinda too serious. You gotta let your hair down sometime, or the girl in blue's gonna worry. Holy night, if thou art no stranger to celestial music, then twinkling harps shall ye hear on my wings. Hark! The angels sing!
Sir Grimnir, I have long wondered, does my blade shine with the light of heaven or hubris? Please put these doubts to rest. I just thought I would handicap myself with unstable footing. But of course, that would be an insult to your eminence.
This is rich wisdom, Holy Knight. My gales fell trees, raised slumbering seas. And from mortal souls, bless all thoughts of vice! All the world quakes before me. 'Tis not possible a body so small should wield a sword so great. Or so I thought, but what's a holy knight if she can't whip up a few miracles, right? They say no creature of lung or gill can match thee for speed. But what about my wind?
I can't race a storm, but I can carve a path through it. Come! With these strong headwinds blowing, I can't rely on speed. It'll take strategy to get within striking distance.
Shrill wind and silent frost. What a monstrous blizzard shall these opposites beget! Oh, night, will thou enter the beast's den? Awaking havoc! All the world quakes before me. Your ice is super cool! No pun intended. Wouldn't it be awesome if we came up with some kind of tag team Ultimo attack? It shall be dubbed Skybound Art Supreme, Torrential Rhyme of Perennial Time! Whew, I said it! All flames must bend to my will. Dance to the tune of my gale!
Answer me this. Do tulips fear earth or lilies water? What is your gale to me but the breath of life? Are you the disciple of wind? What is wind but the tame sustenance of fire? How can the lamb harm the wolf?
I thought a human above all would know nature is not fixed. True, wind may feed fire, or quench it! All the world quakes before me. With but a spark of courage, snuffed flames flare again to life, brighter than before. If thou shouldst ever wish another trial, the war god is at thy service. Duels to pierce not life, but the heart. How poetic. After all, the world's a stage!
Expressing an interest in the ring now, are you? I'm very flattered. Let yours truly teach you to dazzle. I know why you test the captain. It comes from a place of love, doesn't it? But sweetie, don't worry. Long as captain and crew are together, nothing is gonna hurt our little baby.
Ma, I thought affection a tender thing. Silk ribbon and swallow wing. Love, I now see. When I think on thee!
You were on fire from the very beginning of the round!
All the world quakes before me. Valiant mortals of flesh so frail, that yet dare to jig and gamble with death. Just imagine if I made my debut as the masked war god! I'd take the fans by storm! What use are 1,000 arrows, for they fly on borrowed wings? At my command! Ha! They'll drop like shot birds.
Let me tell you something, cutie. If there's one thing I'm an expert in, it's how to score. I'll bet it feels amazing riding on your winds. So, how about it, babe? Take me up high?
Think my Gale not an ass, but a proud stallion discerning of riders. It bears the singularity alone. All the world quakes before me. Something akin to wind magic gives thee the power of flight. Nymph, if thou wouldst dance again, the war god shall be your willing partner. Come, face the war god, the mad cyclone, Grimnir! Ha! Slayed it. Now you try. What?
It ain't our vibe, man. Face the party god, the mad lad,
The Wayne!
Face the smooth as butter Giga Chat, the Yiggy Simp, Elsam!
Face the, nah, bros. I got nothing. No! No, you're doing it wrong. Let's just say it with my name, okay? 1, 2.
Grimnir!
swim.
Glam fam.
Oh, dude. There's something about this wind. It feels like I'm in a shampoo commercial. Must be your disciple magic.
I'm not doing anything. But that don't mean I can't take credit, sucker. Of course, my wind is both. Weapon and art!
So many times in a row. You're amazing!
All the world quakes before me. Be thou in armor or apron dressed, each vocation is as noble as the rest. I wanted to thank you all for the goodies you make. If you ever need an assistant, you know who to call. I'm gonna get you! Alas, friends, now thou art it!
I should have seen this coming. I mean, we are racing the wind. Well, looks like we're on the hunt, Pack. Grimnir might act the cute hyper goofball, but his power's dynamite. Treat this like a normal romp, and you're gonna get hurt.
Worry not, gentle spirits. This is no brute Tempest that blasts both fiend and saint. To thee, 'tis wholesome air. Now, I prithee. Come to me, my fluffy! All the world quakes before me. You and your pets look so light and wispy at first I was worried you'd drift away or something. But that was silly. Your chains of friendship act like anchors to this world, and to each other. Ruby warrior, pray tell. Before my godlands tasseled with heaven's gusts, what is thy spear? But a candle in the wind!
This look like a birthday candle to you? That's in the fire now, brother!
You know, I can sense you've got the intense aura of a primal, and it's plain you're crazy strong. But something about your vibe... It screams comic relief.
To an eye uninitiated in the arts, even the creation of a maestro shall seem a chaos of color. Look here, upon this stately form, and no prince from a cloud! All the world quakes before me. You and that big guy are one dynamo duo! Fire and darkness, oh, it's beautiful! Please team up and spar with me someday! Before my Tempest, mountains shake, and their multitudinous caves send up such shrieks as would wake the dead! Is thy will more solid than the earth?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Been on the battlefield so long, primals and death feel like old comrades. Peace, fear, they're the strangers to me now.
What the hey, dude? That line was way cool! Gotta conjure up some magic. True fear, thou knewest not. Thou knewest not the god of... Not all the armies across the skies can halt the progress of a cyclone. Forbidden power, crazy armor, berserker mode! You're like the coolest guy I've ever met! Just FYI, I've also got this super painful cursed arm. Gah! What the? Hey! Wake up! You're missing my dramatic entrance! You know what? Snoozers are losers!
What? I know this wind. It's Grimnir's. The breeze was so soothing, I couldn't help but drift off. Please, pardon me. That without shape or form can still be severed.
So the blind may still have perception. My miraculous winds, though they possess no eyes, yet see all. Thoughts, thy intentions. It's clear as day! All the world quakes before me. Thou could not swing thy sword, but winds would run before thee, betraying thy intent. But if thou holdst true to thy course, in good time, those butterflies' wings shall outsoar e'en the gale. If thou wouldst command a tempest of a god, with upraised fist, proclaim thy worth.
No take-backs. Just need me a light breeze. Something to set hearts aflutter. Wind ain't deadly, except in summer storms and freezing winter tempests. But your power ain't worth nothing in spring, except pollinating dandelions.
Those who mock the breath of heaven, mock heaven itself! Thus, swallow your words. Or forfeit your soul! And... all the world quakes before me. Thou grasping, crude, and wayward fool. May my temperate winds overblow the clouds of your cupidity. I'm so jelly! I mean, the Arbitrator. It's got such a sick ring! Wait, I know. Ha! You can call me Tempestuo!
Nature and civilization snuff out the tenuous balance between the two. And you snuff out life. Wind Disciple Grimnir. This'll be the duel of the century.
No. Listen. You gotta call out my name with feeling. Are you ready for this? Not all the armies across the skies can halt the progress of a cyclone. You've changed since meeting the Singularity. Or singularities, I guess. Seems like mortals have got a lot to teach us ageless types. Who'd have thunk? Grandmother of alchemy, who carries 1,000 years of wisdom on unbent back. Or the name suits thee ill.
Huh? Aww. Forever young, forever cute.
Hey, Win! Call me grandmother one more time, and you're gonna be drifting with all my other specimens in a pickle jar.
Hello, Creamy. Tell Cagliostro why you're so handsome.
Why am I so handsome, you ask? 'Tis like questioning why the rose is shapely or its perfume sweet. Fruitless or beauty's mystery. Really happy! All the world quakes before me. Woohoo! Time to claim my victory prize! So, I was thinking a suit of armor, pure gold, and the right hand will emit some sort of mysterious, smoky, magic thing. Oh, and wait! Where are you going? I didn't even get to the best part! Here's a dancer like to me, exquisite as the spring zephyr, and sharp as the Arctic winds. We'll spurn the earth and tread on air!
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't understand half them big words. But what kind of dancer don't appreciate a good bard? Huh? Been trying to hunt me some slimes, but they're running real wild today. Hey, Grim, think you could wrestle up some wind and corral the dang little critters?
So when you said you had a super perilous heroic quest for me, you meant slime hunting? Very well, you have my legs. But first, let's get warm! All the world quakes before me. Hey, bet you could use my wind for awesome stage effects. You know, while you're dancing. Give you a little hair foosh here, a little bangle jangle there. What matter is it to me who's enthroned highest among mortals? Sith I dwell in the air above thy loftiest mount, but a team of heroes. I stand the Eternals!
Don the mantle to intimidate ne'er-do-wells. Never thought it'd win us a fan following. Perhaps we'd better rethink our image. A primal of vast strength, who brandishes the title War God. One reason the Eternals exist is to put a check on great power. Therefore, I cannot lose.
The strongest spear in the skies is going all business mode for me! Oh, I just can't! It's too epic! Fear me not, my winds are temperate! As they are violent! All the world quakes before me. Thou must not think my winds do only the service of a tempest. For is it not the zephyr that in spring spreads flowers and beauty unto the world? If thou wishest for peace, tell the war god of it, and his good aid thou shalt have. The voice of thunder shall be as a mouse's squeak when heard against the roar of my lion's storm. You yourself shall be struck dumb!
The less noise, the deeper the river. Thunder won't kill you, but lightning will. The only force faster than wind is lightning.
I prithee, think on this a while. Are dragons threatened by their claws, or wolves their fangs? What lightning could harm a storm? And not all the armies across the skies can halt the progress of a cyclone. Whoa! When the silent ones throw out a cool one-liner, it's like a gazillion times cooler. Maybe I should also go for dark and broody. See, Ox? I told you to stop running! With that mask, I'd look epic.
Leave me alone. If you want a mask that bad, go drive Ladiva up a wall. I've had it! Don't think I don't see you eyeballing my mask. Can't have it!
Thou needst not fear me. I am no thief, but a mere craftsman pursuing his studies. Masters, I am like lamp without a shade. Too brilliant to bear! All the world quakes before me. The mask's cool enough, but those glowy red eyes, it's just not there! Hey, where'd you get it? Come on, you can tell me! Promise I'll keep it a secret! Fair and noble maid, art thou the mortal contracted to the shimmering beast of Albion? For thy pact, my winds rejoice!
I'm honored. Ever since you joined the crew, I've meant to conquer your triumph. Once I have your blessing, Catalina will need me all the more! I'm here to try my hand at the wind trial. Each ounce of power I gain is a link in the chain that binds me to Catalina. Please, give us your blessing!
Mortal child, thou wouldst command my lance as well as Luminieras? Oh, vanity. That would seek to eclipse all the world quakes before me. That immortal vessel, fortified by the bands of love, would grow so strong as to bear the power of a primal. Why, I would never have even dreamt it. Another one blessed by the winds of heaven. You and I are two sheep of a wool!
Well, what say we stir up a storm of good? Aren't you the very picture of a strong, stormy war god? Look alive, Flock! Winds are rising!
Thou art divine indeed. For only celestial spirits can peep at my splendor. Come, let us as equals play this bout! All the world quakes before me. Golden daughter of the fleece, thou art a most redoubtable warrior. Let us aid each other like good comrades, to the utmost of our strength and the end of our duties. What force so terrifies my winds they whirl helter-skelter and burst forth with shrieks to shatter the dome of heaven? You, sir, you're no mere mortal.
Wind problems? Sounds like indigestion. Sure you don't want to sit this round out? This promises to be a perfect storm of a fight. Nature is our greatest ally and most lethal foe. Now come.
Brave knight, thou hast never seen the likes of my Tempest. 'Twill make thy heart beat against thy ribs like a bird horror-struck. The more glorious a thing, the more terrible withal! All the world quakes before me. What? You got dragon blood that turns you into a raging monster? That's so cool, it's not even fair! Like, I can't even process that level of awesome. Sad maid, the wind has swept up thy tears and borne them to me. Now come, confide in me!
I already told you. I trust no one but death. If you want to keep breathing, stay away. The mad cyclone? I can't stand show-offs like that. So let's get
The vapors that hover over you are heavy and stale. Thus, the cure for your collar is a little fresh air! Not all the armies across the skies can halt the progress of a cyclone. Calm down, it's okay. Sweet companion of death, if the voice of my gale be too shrill for thy ears, it shall leave, and seek out a friend whose tune is more in concord with thine. Those threats can only mean one thing. I know, you're a cosplayer! I did it! I'm popular! I'm cosplaying? No, you're cosplaying! Thank you. I feel so loved. I feel so loved! Not all the armies across the skies can halt the progress of a cyclone. There cannot be two war gods any more than there can be two suns. 'Twould burn out mortal eyes and dry up mortal brains in its over-brilliance. And I don't want to share the singularity, not even with me! Thou art a seed which turns to poison oak. Thy bloom is beauty's death!
What part of me is like a seed? Oh, whatever. To borrow your conceit, my blooms of death shall ride on your wings. War god, wind does howl the loudest in the smallest crevices. You don't know war, you don't know fear, but as you're my future pawn, the king shall educate you.
What art thou but lord of flies, king of carrion? Plus, thy rank aromas, my wind shall overflow! All the world quakes before me. Cursed be the war god's name if I let thy pestilent vapors smother out the breath of life. Be driven by my winds, down to the crimson horizon, where thou never shalt do harm anymore! Poison-fanged serpent, slink to barren cliff or vertically. Justice shall find thee!
Just a minute. I've never done anything wrong. Feisty. What's wrong with succumbing to base desires? You know they're ingrained deep in our natures, right? Well, didn't think I'd find you glowing way out here. How about a round to commemorate our reunion?
Chorusing winds, drown him out with voice, honey sweet. For what is a tongueless serpent? A worm! Poison-fanged serpent, slink to barren cliff or verdant lea. Justice shall find thee!
Ha! So now you think you're divine justice? Well, good news. I've just the cure for that engorged head. Decapitation! If you're so skilled with words, let's have a deft soliloquy from those lips.
Chorusing winds, drown him out with voice, honey sweet. For what is a tongueless serpent? A worm! All the world quakes before me. What matter is it whether the adder crawled from the garden of paradise or the pits of hell? Whether thy evil was in thee born or bred? Thy fangs are yet poison-tipped, and thou shalt lose thy head for it.